Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today in this class where we will look at some yogi breathing series. We can also refer to breath work or yogic breathing to the real root and the original word for it. It's in Sanskrit. The name is pranayama. So prana means life force, or for the Chinese, it's the qi, and yama in Sanskrit means the control. Therefore, pranayama, it's not the practice of breath control, like holding the breath or something like that, controlling the breath, but more the practice of controlling your prana, so your energy, your life force, through the power of breathing. It is said that the most important part of your physical yoga practice, it's not the poses, the asanas, but how you connect the asanas with the breath. The way you breathe in yoga, it's super important to all your yoga practice. And keep in mind for these breathing exercises that if you have low mobility, you don't have to be seated as I am. You can also practice these breath works by sitting on a chair. So let's go back to the yoga. The breath work, it's the practice of bringing the attention to the breath. And this will help us to clear the mind, to purify the physical body, and also feel and balance the flow of energy within us. So, what are the benefits of the yogic breathing? Think about when you are under a lot of stress or you're feeling anxious. What happens to your breath? Your breath is shorter and faster. So when you're anxious, you're like, what happens? Your heartbeats are faster, your blood pressure rises. And when this happens, you can also come back to a calm state of mind thanks to the breath. So your breath can influence this if you take the time to focus and think, oh, I'm stressed, I'm anxious. I'm just gonna take a moment and breathe on a slowly way. So studies have shown that practicing yoga with the breath can treat depression, reduce stress, anxiety, and also work with PTSD. It's gonna help you to improve the mental concentration, and it's gonna help you with the emotional regulation. It's gonna lower the cortisol levels, and it's gonna stabilize your blood pressure. It's gonna also help you with your immune system, and it's gonna help you also to have a good night of sleep. It's gonna increase your oxygen levels, and it's gonna help also with your core strength. And this is most of the things that the breath work can do for you. And with the mixing of the yoga practice, it will help you also to go through your yoga practice. So in yoga, we tend to inhale during some poses that will open the front line of the body, and we're going to exhale during the poses that compresses the front line of the body. Let's now understand what poses correlate with breathing in and out. So in general, you will inhale for back bends and heart openers. Poses where you lift, like the mountain pose, the crescent lunge, the spine lengthening cues. It's gonna also help you with transitions where you re-engage, where you extend and prepare for next pose. And in general, we exhale for forward folds and surrender poses, spinal twist like the revolved crescent lunge, and side bends, and any transition where you release, where you surrender, and where you're softening. So I really wish to show you some yogic breaths. So there are different types. And these, you don't have to do yoga for this. You can like sit on a chair, or anywhere you like to lay down or sit, but sitting it's better. And also, I want to share with you for your yoga practice that whatever is the style that you are doing, remember to breathe in and out in every position. So any position that's like opening, as we said, it's more like an inhale, and everything that's compressing, it's gonna be more about exhalation. So anytime you're having a hard time with an asana, with a pose, remember of breathing out, taking the time to stay there, being super present on that pose that you're holding or that you're like maybe struggling with, and work that struggle through the breath. The breath is going to be the key of the achievement of you going further in some poses. So it is more about the breath than the capacity of your body. So I hope you to have a lovely journey with yoga and pranayama. So thank you so much for listening, and welcome to this series of yogic breathing. Namaste.